name's Spencer Harrison, and I'm going to show you how to make a hydroponic planter. So, first, I'm going to start by explaining why this works. We're going to use water from our fish tank. The nitrates, quickly I'm going to go through the nitrogen cycle. You can see here, I'm going to post a picture on the video too. The nitrogen is introduced in the fish food, then ammonia is excreted by fish poo and waste. The Nitrosomas bacteria, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but converts the ammonia to nitrites, and then the nitrobacteria then converts the nitrites to nitrates. After that, the plants absorb the nitrates as fertilizer. So we want to use fish tank water because it's high in nitrates already, so that's going to be our fertilizer in the water for our houseplant. I'm going to be using this cow lily. So next, we need to figure out if we don't have fish tank water, we can use distilled water. So we can just fill this up with distilled water and use whatever kind of plant food, liquid plant food fertilizer here. I have some. Anything will really do as long as it's a liquid plant food. And you want to follow the instructions on the bottle to how many drops you want to put in per liter. But my suggestion to you is actually putting half the dose of what it says. So if it says 7 drops per liter, you only want to do maybe, let's say 3, okay? Because these plants don't need a lot of nutrients. The bottle, you don't want to burn the roots or anything like that. So always make sure you half the dose of your liquid fertilizer if you're doing it that way, using distilled water and fertilizer for your houseplant. If not, again, you can just use your aquarium water, which is perfect too because it's high in nitrates. Like I explained the nitrogen cycle quickly, which I may do later on in more deeply explained in a different video. So to get started here, I've already filled this up with some tank water, and now you're going to want to grab your cork. So I just picked this up. You can use anything really to put on top. Some of the net pods even come bigger and you can set it on top of the water itself. I just bought this at the dollar store. Most of this stuff is very cheap. You want to quickly grab this. You want to grab your net pod. And I forgot a marker. So I will go grab that and be right back. Alright, so we have our marker. We're just going to trace our net pod. Try to make sure it's center as best as you can. And then from here, we're just going to cut it. So this is where our X-Acto knife will come in handy. You can probably do this the whole way around with the X-Acto knife. Be careful you don't slice a finger off. Just cut on it towards the inside of your circle, not on the line itself, like so. Okay, and if you have scissors, this might make it quicker. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so now take our net pod, put it through. And it should sit just like that. Then you want to fill your vessel. Again, I got this from the dollar store, a couple bucks. It's just a vase, flower vase. Put it on top. So you want to use a hydroponic medium of some sort, like clay pebbles. Fill it on in a little bit. Next, grab our plant. I'm using this calla lily that I got out of another pot that I already had. So when it's soil, you want to make sure you rinse off the roots. Just use any kind of tap water and just dunk it around carefully. Try to remove as much dirt as possible from the roots. Alright, I'm going to take this, stick her on in, and top it with some pebbles. So you can use any kind of house plant. Well, mostly any kind of house plant. You're gonna have to do some research, but a lot of house plants are indeed hydroponic, or can be converted to hydroponics. So just make sure you do your research before choosing which house plant you want to use. Okay, that should be good. So most of the roots are covered at the top here, just like so. I'm just going to actually take a few of these leaves off just to clean it up a little bit. Some of the lower ones to give more energy and growth up to these top branches. Okay, take one more, not too many, just like so. All right, and the roots will eventually come through the holes of the net pod over time, maybe a week or so, and they'll find their way to the water. You only want to fill the water up so it's touching the base of the net pod, and then keep it topped off when it evaporates. And I believe that's about it. So, again, I hope you liked this video, and please send a like to it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I believe that's it. I hope to make some more videos in the future. So, see you around.